I mean, what am I collecting now? I mean, you can't keep track sometimes. Your collecting goes in all kinds of different directions, and you read something new and it hooks you. Welcome back to John's Comics with Friends and my ongoing journey in collecting comic books. Thanks to my friends Magic Lasso and Tony Fett, and of course JP Budget Collecting and Mars. All these different people have been telling me over the years I need to read Birds of Prey, that I would enjoy it. I didn't love the movie, but I felt like there was something there that I might really enjoy from this team. Some of the characters I've seen before, of course, I'm a big Renee Montoya fan. I have her first appearance, and I have her first appearance as the Question. So I had some inkling as to what it would be that I would enjoy from that. But then I did a live stream with some of those folks, and Signature King Tony Fett, those guys, they reminded me, John, this is a series of books you might actually enjoy checking out. And some of that 90s nostalgia hit me hard. And then, gang, I dove in and I've now collected a giant stack of Birds of Prey comics. So let me show you what I got. And if you're interested in getting some of these keys for yourself, then you can hopefully find them for a good price, because the truth is these are fairly cheap books. So let's kick it off here with Showcase 96 issue 3. This is, I mean, one of the many like prototype Birds of Prey books. This is Lois Lane and the second Black Canary, right? Together for the first time in a sort of Birds of Prey style. So a lot of people, give this book credit as being an idea in the making. Whether you think this is a key or not, that's up to you. They don't use the term Birds of Prey here, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to snag this as a minor key in my Birds of Prey collection. And then, of course, you got to get the first issue. The first issue of Birds of Prey, officially titled in its ongoing series. This is from the 90s. This is Chuck Dixon, Greg Land. I read this for that stream. I read the first couple of issues. I think I read the first arc and was taken by it. I thought this was really great. This is, of course, Oracle, Barbara Gordon, and our Black Canary together. So not necessarily the full team that we tend to get these days, but the beginnings, you could argue. You also have issue 86, when they first officially call themselves Birds of Prey. So this is a key in that they're not just titling the book Birds of Prey, but they're actually, the name of the team now officially becomes Birds of Prey. And of course, the lineup has changed a little by this point. You get a slightly larger group of ladies. So that's issue 86 from that original run. That's when Gail Simone had taken over the title. So not just those, but I also went and snagged some other first appearances. Here's Huntress, one of the many different versions of Huntress, but the one that's most commonly connected with Birds of Prey. I got issue number 1 with her first appearance in her self-titled book. Had to snag that. And then I had to get my Black Canary. This is technically, and I know this is debatable, this is Justice League 75, technically the first appearance of the second, or the new Black Canary, the one that most of us think of when we think of the Black Canary. Her mother had previously been the Black Canary and was all the way through the Golden Age and the early Silver Age the main character that they saw and knew as Black Canary. At this point, the daughter takes over, but it's not revealed to be the daughter until later. It's kind of, you could argue, a retcon, and that reveal happens in these next 2 issues. So it's a 2-part story in Justice League of America. You got issue 219 and 220. This is when the truth of the origin for Black Canary comes out, and kind of the better understanding of how her powers have changed, her abilities have evolved, and all those sort of key elements that bring us to the Black Canary that we've had really ever since. So for the majority of that character's existence, it's been the daughter of the original Black Canary. So those are the keys that I've picked up. And I've got one more that I'm hunting, and I'll show you that last one that's kind of on my to-do list. This is Black Canary Oracle, Birds of Prey. And this is a kind of sort of, miniseries one-shot kind of deal, where you get to see the team up of Oracle and Black Canary, and you use the title Birds of Prey. This book is super cheap, so I'm trying to hunt down a 9.8 that doesn't break the bank. The 9.8s typically go anywhere between $80 to $50. You can find, if you get in on a good auction at the right time, you could get a really cheap copy of the book that's probably the cost of the book plus the shipping and slabbing and all that. So I'm trying to get a good deal on a 9/8 for that book, but that's my next big piece. I also got an action figure I can show you too. When John goes all in, he kind of gets a little crazy and goes all in. So here we go. Shout out to you guys for yet again taking this to another level for me. One of those books I bought came with the action figure. So I was like, well, sweet. I get the book and I get Black Canary together. Well, let's just throw that all in. So that's what I've been hunting, gang. That's my new Black Canary joy that I've been getting into. Again, shout out to all those people that have been telling me this would be something I really enjoyed, because reading some of those books got me hooked on some of these characters. I haven't read a ton with Black Canary up to this point, mostly just when she appears in big events, right? So she'll show up because she's hanging out with, Guy Gardner or Hal Jordan or whatever, and then I will see her in those stories. So this was a nice change of pace to see her in kind of the driver's seat for a little bit. Plus, I had been reading the current run of Birds of Prey, and I've been really enjoying the current run a ton. But I wasn't sure if that would translate back to the earlier series, and it absolutely did. So I recommend reading it if you haven't. And those are some of the keys I've been picking up. Let me know if there's any that I'm missing. Are there any Black Canary keys that I'm missing? Any Birds of Prey keys that I should be hunting down? Let me know. I appreciate you guys helping me out. And I mean, mentioning helping me out, I got my channel members. These are the folks that not only chip in a little money to the cause, but are always awesome supporters of the channel, and I thank them in big ways. And I also put together a little giveaway box every month, some fun variants, some trade paperbacks. So thank you for hitting that join button and becoming a channel member. Of course, that's not necessary. You did the best thing you can do, which is watch the video, leave me a comment, maybe hit that like button, and then come back for more, because there's always more videos here. Thanks, gang.